Hello, I'm Daniela and I am an orgasmic therapist. So I am a healer. I work with body work, energy work, and also embodiment. My sessions, they are designed really to people feel themselves, and this can happen through dance, movement, through touch, through talk, through a conversation. Everything that I do, it's very ritualistic, so it's really in a safe container where I wanna assist the person to go deep in themselves and really touch the divinity. So orgasmic therapy is a session or a combination of sessions that are designed to assist people to deeply feel themselves, because orgasmic therapy is beyond pleasure. I use a combination of techniques that come from Reiki, Chinatsan massage, tantric massage, designed specifically to the person, to them to be in the space where they can open up, where they can feel safe enough to be seen, to be held, to be full themselves. And in this space where a lot of healing can and will happen in a very magical way. The people that usually come to me are men or women that they feel blocked in their sexual life. They are not feeling that they can connect with people. So there is some blockage that sometimes come from a breakup, or sometimes even things that happened in the past, some very deep wounds. And through the bodywork and through this safe container that we created together, we can explore and dive deep in this pain. And when the magic happens, the alchemy happens, we can make this transition from pain to healing and to pleasure. It's not just about pleasure, it's much beyond pleasure. It's an experience that we gonna go deep in the feelings, in the emotions. The idea is to touch these wounds that close their heart. So it's like really dive deep in the pain, in the emotions, and make a space so we can assess this heart that sometimes is so closed and with layers and layers of protections.
How did you get into doing such a job?
So this is started actually with photography. Started in a work that I was doing with myself for my own empowerment. Got a point in my life where I was like, okay, I'm not being able to feel anything, and maybe nobody can help me, so I needed to do that by myself. So I started a journey of self-discovering, and this started with like nights of self-massage and going to nature and explore my own body, go to places and explore different smells, take pictures of myself, touch my body. So everything that I'm offering today was part of my own journey and my own sexual empowerment.
And where did you come from? Like, what place were you in? Were you always this sexually open? Were you able to connect to your sexuality and to other people's sexuality really easily?
No, actually, well, I'm Brazilian, and I grew up being very sexualized because of my body forms, and was very traumatic, actually. I hated my body. I was always hiding myself. from 17 to 24, I was in a very beautiful relationship that have everything, but had no sexual intimacy. Because I didn't know myself, he didn't know himself, and yeah, and when this relationship ended, was super sad because it was a very beautiful partnership, but I was so trapped in my own traumas and everything that I had experienced when I was like 11, 10 years old, when my body was like getting a form of a woman body, but I was still being a kid, let's say, and I was being sexualized by people around me, and there was no clear conversation about body, about sexuality. It was just, okay, now you cannot play with the guys anymore, now you cannot dress yourself in that way anymore because now you are a woman. So the programming for me was being a woman or have this body is danger. So I was all the time in fear. So after that relationship, I was like, okay, I needed to save myself. I love sex. I love to feel good. I love to feel pleasure. Why it's so hard to open up, even when there is so much love?
So that what happened to you as a child, being sexualized as a child, how did that affect you as an adult, coming now into relationships, into intimacy, into yourself? How did that affect you? What were you feeling?
Well, I think like it's the common story of being too much.
Too much.
This is like, I think it's what it's programmed for us was a woman, you know. It's like, it's too much if you feel like you want to explore some different things than just to please your boyfriend, let's say. When can you ask for what you want? Or can I dress myself sexy? Or I'm gonna go to a place and people gonna try to touch me, what is very common in Brazil, you know, where there is no boundaries, where if you are dressed in a certain way, so people gonna approach you and they're gonna think that, yeah. Right. If you are dressing like that, so you are calling attention and so I didn't want to be seen.
Right.
I started to cover myself and running away from covering my heart and covering myself, you know, to don't be seen.
Your body too? My
body too. And even when I was like, okay, feeling beautiful, feeling my power will always come with a lot of guilt. Met someone and being my sensuality will bring me guilt. Like a lot of shame, a lot of guilt always related when I was thinking about being sexy, being beautiful, being my power.
How did your journey evolve? Was there something that happened or a moment in your life that switched from being this kind of woman that was afraid of being too much and afraid of her own power? What was the moment that switched that, when you realized that actually I deserve to be everything that I am?
Yeah, it's very clear for me that this shift happened in a relationship with another woman. So I started this relationship with another woman, and there she was a psychologist, and there we started to talk about sexuality. And then for the first time I was able to talk about the moment that I was molested from someone very close to my family. And then a new world opened. It's like I was just like being able to talk with someone about that and understand that all this closeness, all this don't wanna be seen was from that.
Wow. And that's the first time that came up?
Was the first time that I was able to really speak about that.
Wow. Wow.
I always knew that this happened, but I never opened up with anybody. And with her, I was able to talk about that, and then more memories came, and then was a journey with myself, and more I was touching my body and discovering my body, more things were being unlocked. You know? And then also the shift came, maybe, let's say after a year, came the shift of not just being able to talk about that, but being able to talk about that without shame, without guilty, and not from a victim place. Not like, okay, this happened with me and now I am a victim. No, right. This happened and I needed to have a lot of compassion and forgive this person for what happened, and forgive myself as well. Wow. And then move on life, and then this opened for me the desire to share my story, and the desire to work with other women, and not just women but with men as well. Because since very young, it was very easy for me to take people in these places where they reveal their secrets, where they share about their fantasies or things that they usually don't talk with other people. I guess it's like my
they were able from a young age to share with you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was always like this safe space, you know, where people will not feel judged. You know, they would really like come to me to share the best sex, the best experience, their threesomes, their fantasies, or share their traumas, the things that they weren't proud of.
So you went through your whole journey, and now you want to pass that on by giving an okay to feeling orgasmic pleasure in the body, and working through people's wounds and pains and fears to unlock them and open them up to this possibility. I think it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's magical, you know. I have no other word, because even for me it's a surprise, you know, what created this safe container, this sacred container, can take us so far, you know, like can really, like in one session a person can really unlock a lot of traumas, you know, and be able to talk about things that they maybe were all life denying or not talking about with anybody.
Can you give me an example of a beautiful, significant transformation that you have seen in one of your sessions?
So I have a session that was very beautiful, and this was maybe like 3 months ago, and it's very usual for me to stay in touch with the people that I'm giving sessions, you know, because of course we have this moment with a lot of intimacy. So right. After, people want to share with me what's going on in their life. So I had this client, was a man, and he is married and he has kids, and he's in this relationship where they have a family, a beautiful family, they have all the foundation, everything, but they weren't having intimacy in the past 2 years. And we had only one session, and after 3 weeks, he sent me a message telling me that he was able to have sex with his wife.
Wow. That's beautiful. It's big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Do you feel like your job is judged by many people? Do you feel judged by just giving this service to people?
Yes, for sure. For sure, I'm being judged by people, and especially for people that are very close to me. It's not many people that can really understand what I'm doing. You know, there is. Yeah, it is an inner process. It's a process that I am going through to being really able to communicate what I'm doing, to be strong in my power, and translating words, the magic that I'm being able to create for other people.
Yeah. So I guess I first want to know, what interested you in coming to a session like this?
Well, I think the reason why I started to looking for this, it was because my last relationship and they broke up, and after then I feel like some kind of block inside of me, and also my heart chakra, and also it was kind of difficult for me to connect with my sexuality, and also with with the feeling to be open to the love. So that's was why I decided to start to find something to help me with that, with this kind of block that I was feeling on my energy. Yes.
So you're gonna have a session today?
Yes.
How are you feeling before we begin? What is alive in you right now?
Well, how can I say? I feel kind of nervous, but at the same point, I feel kind of anxiety, but also I'm excited because I'm feeling happy. I really hope that this can help me with this that I'm feeling. So I can say I'm really excited about it.
Oh, wow. Well, I hope you have a very meaningful, beautiful session.
Thank you so much.
And I'll see you after that.
I'll see you after. Thank you.
Hi guys.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
So I'd love to ask you, how was it? How are you feeling? How?
Well, thank you. I can say that I feel full of love. It's kind of feeling inside of me. It's like I feel kind of open and full of love, so much peace and calm inside me. I think this is the first feeling that came to me when I think how I feel.
And how was the journey? Like, was it just pleasurable the whole time, or were you going through did stories come up? Did different emotions come up? Like, or was it from the beginning just incredible and pleasurable?
No, for sure, for me, from the beginning was kind of, what is about it? Through the session, I was just relaxing. And also when I became more relaxed, I go through some pains and some emotions, I was feeling at some point so deep emotions, and kind of I'm not gonna say painful, but it was kind of sadness. But I was feeling that something was cleaning there, and but then after I felt like so much love, like more open, like more connected. Yes, but for sure I go through like different feelings and emotions through the message.
Did you feel safe to be touched in such intimate areas? How was the connection?
I feel very, very comfy with her. I feel very comfortable. Thank you, because she had a beautiful energy of in the hands. I could feel that. I could feel the energy, the power. It was such amazing. Yes, I really enjoy it.
I might need to come to you too.
It was really special to me.
So, would you come again?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. And what would be your intention? Like, you know, if you want to come again, what would be the reason for you coming again? Like, did some things open up in you that you feel like you want to go deeper into the emotion?
Yeah, for sure. Like heal this chakra on me, because I have some hard situations in my life that I think that I should like work more on it and try to heal more.
Do you feel like sharing a little bit of some of those memories or stories from your past that bring you to a session like this? Like what kind of things?
Okay, it's kind of maybe two deep things. One is some kind of hard relationships, and also more back in my past is like abortion.
Abortion?
Yes. And maybe when those situations happened in my life, I was really conscious about how to go through those situations. I was a really younger woman, and I just made what I could make at that point in my life. I cried, but I really tried to just forget it, put it aside. And I feel that it's time to bring those feelings, those emotions, and work on it, because it's like something really deep that I experienced in my life.
Wow, thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
It was really beautiful for me to witness that. Thank you so much for allowing us into this very intimate experience and this really powerful. Wow, I truly touched by what I saw today. So thank you for allowing us to see your story, and thank you for showing us a piece of your world. Wow, it's truly beautiful and inspiring and changing and opening people, which I'm so supporting. Yes. So thank you. And we'll see you next time.